Hi, my love, beautiful souls. It's Mr. Close 1111. Back with you, bringing darkness to light. Channel message. Okay, I was just recording and about someone keeping their child from their other parent, and I thought I was done, but I'm not. Spirit told me that there's more of that message. So what I'm hearing is there's a mother. Okay, it could switch roles. Oh my gosh! Now I see horses. Wow, I've never seen horses over here before. Someone loves horses. Okay. Wow, look at see. How many horses over there? I've never seen these horses over here before. Ever. Wow, and there's no fence. Those must be some really good horses that want to leave. Okay, back on the channel message. So there's a mother that's keeping their children or child away from the other parent, okay? It could switch roles. A father could be keeping the children with the other parent. Okay, this mother is going to actually be in trouble, okay? Because she's not following the mandatory statute limits, okay? She's actually going to be in trouble, okay? I am hearing that CPS, Child Protective Services, could be coming to their home with a cop, okay? With a cop, this mother or parent is going to get charged, okay? Could be fined, get charged, and possibly what I'm hearing is could be going to jail, okay? Okay, I am hearing there's one mom going to be going to jail, okay? It could be there could be a couple people here, because Spirit's telling me this is going for a lot of people out there, okay? This isn't just one person in the collective, okay? There's several of you, okay? There's at least 3 to 5 that are dealing with this. 3 to 5 people dealing with this, okay? At least that watches this channel, okay? And at least one of these mothers or fathers is going to go to jail because they are keeping their child away from the other parent, and there is an agreement or a stipulation or whatever is in place, and there's a mandatory statute of limits that allows the other parent to have so much time with their child, okay? Unless it was otherwise authorized by a judge, okay? But what I'm hearing is the judge has already signed an order for this child to be around this parent, okay? To have time with the child, okay? 25%, 35%, 50. Something I'm hearing about, something about 50-50. The child's supposed to go to one parent 50% and then another parent. But one of the parents now is keeping the child away, okay? I'm hearing that this mother is making an excuse saying that to the father that the child doesn't want to go there anymore. Okay, that the child doesn't want to go there anymore. The child doesn't want to be around him or her, you know what I mean? Doesn't want to spend time, doesn't want to go anywhere, just wants to be home. Okay, it does not matter what the child wants, what I'm hearing, okay? It is what the court has ordered, okay? The court has ordered this, okay? It does not matter what the child wants until they're at an older age, and then the court will ask them and they will reevaluate it and stuff, okay? What I'm hearing too is, one reason, if this is the case, if this is what the mother's saying, or the parent is making an excuse of, is the child doesn't want to go there. I'm hearing the mother doesn't want the child to go there because her own issues, okay? She's trying to manipulate the situation, okay? She wants to control the situation. If it is the fact, if she is telling the truth about that the kid doesn't want to go there, it's because something about the child does not want to socialize with anybody and is in very, very deep depression and has been neglected mentally, spiritually, physically. I'm not here. Mentally and spiritually, okay? Emotionally, has been neglected by the mother, okay? Not all mothers or the father, by one parent, or just not getting the care that this child needs, okay? If so, too, what I'm hearing is this child or teenager, whoever it was, may need to see like a therapist, doctor, but someone's always on their tablet or phone. Like they're not socializing with anybody, okay? Or they're always like in the home, not outside, not doing anything, okay? And it's only at the one parent's place, okay? I'm hearing it's only happening at one parent's place. And that's what I'm hearing is, what could be happening is if this child doesn't want to go to the other parent's house, if it doesn't want to go to the father's house, it could be because the father is getting this teenager or this child out and about, having them outside, doing fun activities, going to church, going to activities, okay? Going to the zoo, doing things with the child. And this child doesn't want to. This child has some social anxiety, I'm hearing, okay? Something about social anxiety, okay, a lot of things. But at home, at the opposite parent's house, she or he gets to sit at home on the tablet, on the phone, you know, in the house, doesn't have to be around anybody else, doesn't have to do any activities, doesn't have to do chores. Because I'm also hearing, yeah, like, if this child goes back to the other parent's house, she or he has chores, she or he has, you know, responsibilities, has to do this, has to do that, you know what I mean? And she or he doesn't like it. And so the mother or father is holding the child, like keeping the child away from the other parent now. Okay? And not hearing the whole story either. Okay? Not hearing the whole thing. And, you know, that happens a lot. That happens a lot. I remember being a teenager, and I would go back to my dad's house and say, or I'd go back to my mom's. I was with my dad. I lived with my dad. Go back to my mom's and say, oh, my stepmom was a bitch. She would tell me to do this, doing that. My dad didn't do anything, you know? So I was going back and saying something. Now I look at it, and my stepmom was actually helping me. Okay? I thought my stepmom was evil, mean. She was actually helping me, making sure I stayed out of trouble, making sure I was on the right path, because my mom was not on the right path. My mom was an alcoholic and all that stuff, and my mom was doing this and that, in and out of trouble. So she was just trying to keep me out of trouble. She was trying to keep me busy. I was grounded a lot, okay? But she kept me grounded so I would stay balanced, so I would stay out of trouble, so I wouldn't go down the dark path, okay? So I had a lot of chores, I had a lot of activities, I had to be outside and do things. I had to babysit, I had responsibilities at a very, very young age, at 9 years old, okay? And till I left the house at 15 years old, I had to go live with my mom, and I lived with my mom, and I got into cocaine and weed and drinking, and I was messing around, dropped out of school for a whole year. You know, I had to get myself back on track. I lived with a friend when I turned 16 to get my life back on track. I lived with my friend and her mom, and she's like, if you're gonna live here, you're gonna get your license now, and you're gonna go back to school, and we'll pay for everything else. So I do understand a little bit of this, because I do understand a little bit and can resonate, because what I'm getting is this child's playing the parents, okay? Is manipulating the parents, going back and forth, and also could be involving like a grandparents as well, and manipulating the situation. But again, like I heard the cops, CPS could be getting involved, and the CPS could be getting involved because the other parent, the father, could actually made a report, contact a lawyer, contact authorities, said, hey, my child hasn't been coming here. I'm supposed to have her at this time. I'm supposed to have her this. They're not following the stipulation. They're not following the agreement that's ordered by the court, that the court has ordered. We signed. They're not following it. And I need, you know, some assistance. Okay, so there could be a welfare check. Okay, some kind of welfare check, CPS check, because of the situation. So the authorities get involved. And what I heard is when at least one of the moms or fathers, when the cops come, the reason they're getting arrested is because they're disorderly and saying, no, my child doesn't want to go. Like this parent, the cops come to their home, this parent's getting disorderly, like talking back to the cops saying, no, my child's not leaving this home. I'm not going to let her go or him go. She don't want to go. She wants to stay here. She doesn't feel comfortable, blah, 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 blah. She's making all these excuses. And the cop and the CPS say, you have no say in this. You can't keep this person here. You can't keep this child here. This child's time is with this other parent. So if you're not going to agree to this other parent, we're going to have to take you into custody. Okay, that's what I just heard. There is a mother or father that's going to be taken into custody because they're not agreeing and not allowing the kid to go back to the other parent. I'm hearing this could be considered kidnapping charges as well. Okay, there could be some kind of kidnapping charges involving this. Especially, this could be, Spirit also told me, this could be a thing where the father could have had the child full time, and the child went to the mother's house and was only supposed to get the mother's every other weekend. And the child's supposed to go back. Okay, so I'm hearing the child is supposed to go back to the father's house, and the child didn't go back to the father's house on their time in the scheduling. And that's breaking the stipulation, you know, the contract. And so with that breaking the stipulation of contract, the authorities get involved. And that's why it could be considered kidnapping. You guys know your states, you know your countries, everything's different, okay? Everyone's states, country's different. You know, I don't know other states. The only thing I know is Minnesota is 25% that a parent gets, okay? Every other weekend, and it adds up to be like every 1 day a week, okay? It's a little bit more under, usually it's every other weekend. And then like a day, half a day or whatever. So it depends on the situation. So yeah, not wanting to keep them. This also, if this is a young child that you're dealing with, the mother just doesn't want the child to go back to the father, or the father doesn't want the child to go back to the mother, okay? And they're, again, keeping them against the other parents of the rules. This person shouldn't be doing this. Okay, Spirit's telling me this person shouldn't be doing this. Person should not. If this person feels that this child does not belong to their parent or should not go to the parent, they need to file a court case. They need to take it to court again. They need to be reevaluated. Okay, reevaluated, looked into. Okay, if they feel, because something about this parent feels like, oh, this child may be in danger. They don't. I'm getting accused that there's a mother that's just pissed off because there's a dad or the baby dad, her ex-husband, ex-boyfriend, ex-fiance, has a new life, has a new wife, has a new girlfriend, has new children, has another child, and she's just a jealous mom, okay? A jealous girl, jealous bitch is what I'm getting, okay? And so what I'm hearing is like, you guys, again, this could be switched. The father could be jealous too, okay? Could be the opposite. She just doesn't want her child around the other partner. Okay, wants to keep him away. Because why was it going so good for so long, and then all of a sudden it just changed? Is what I'm hearing. Why was it going so good for so long, and then it changed? I'm hearing that the other parent, the father, got into a new relationship, could have got married, could have settled down, and now this mother's holding something, like wants to hold onto this person, okay? Wants leverage. Something about leverage. And she's not going to be happy when the cops come banging on her damn door and saying that she's breaking the law, because that's breaking the law, okay? If there's a court order in place and you do not follow that court order, you are breaking the law. And that's what I'm hearing, is the cop is saying, you are breaking the law right now. We can fine you, we can arrest you if you don't follow these rules, these stipulations, these agreement. There is one that argues with the cop, but then ends up letting it go. And I'm hearing the cop saying, take it to court. Take it back to court. She or he has to go back to the other parent until this goes to court. And you have to follow these guidelines. You have to follow the stipulation, this agreement, until you take it to court and it is changed by the judge at the court. And that could be why the CPS, I'm hearing CPS worker could be coming too, because could have been called, saying there was some kind of welfare check, saying something's going on, not good, not right. And to see if there is any, abuse, neglect, any mishandling on the situation, just to see. So there could be an open CPS case now too with this. Oh, I'm glad I don't have to deal with this, you guys. I'm so glad. My ex-husband, Luis, he's in Mexico, okay? And when we got divorced, we did 50-50. We had 50-50. When we filed divorce, they wanted him to give me alimony, and then it was me making more money. I was supposed to give him alimony. They wanted me to give him alimony, and they wanted me to have full custody. I'm like, no. We're doing this 50-50. My daughter needs her dad, needs her mom. We'll figure it out. We'll do 50-50. Okay, that's what we're going to do, 50-50. I don't want to give alimony. I don't need alimony from him. I don't need child support. I don't need any of this. We created this child together, and we're going to take care of this child. We're going to be mutual of this. And we never had a problem. Only time I lost my child when I'm in active addiction, and that was the right thing to do for my daughter to actually go to her dad's house while I was in my active addiction. That was the best place for her at that moment in time. And I don't regret that she went there for a whole year because I was in active addiction. Her wanting to be with her dad, that was her bonding time before he got deported, because then he got deported a few years later. So it was time for her to be with him, spend that time with her. I was screwing my life up. I was out making mistakes. I was out using, and she needed a stable, safe environment, and she got that with her dad. And so, other than that, when I got my shit back together, guess what? I got her back, and I got her back full time because she wanted to come back with me. And my ex-husband he was screwing around. Now he was into drugs. He went down the path. When I got sober and clean, he went down the wrong path. And then he got caught up and he got deported. He didn't get deported for drugs or anything like that. He violated a restraining order against his ex-wife too. Okay, after me. She told him not to come there because he was drunk, and that's why he got deported. He was actually a restraining order. They ended up deporting him because he was never legal. I married him, and I never got filed the papers illegal. I told him if we stayed married for 10 years, I'll do the paperwork. We got divorced 9 years later. The divorce actually went through 10 years, but we were in separation for a whole year. And we loved each other, to the point that we thought we were in love, but it wasn't where I was going to have him become legal. So Yeah, so he got deported, now I think it's almost 2 years ago. I think he's deported. So, like, I'm glad I don't have to deal with that situation. I'm so glad that we don't have that problem. And, like, yeah, I don't have the problem because he's in Mexico. But if he was here, I would not keep my child away from him. If my child wanted to be around her dad, she could be around dad, And the thing, too, is if she decided she didn't want to be around him anymore, but it was 50-50 and it was his time, I would be that adult parent and be like, that is your time with your dad. You need to go there. Okay? You have 50-50 with him. 1 week is your time with him. 1 week is with me. You got to go there. If you don't like it, then you need to start talking to him about it. There's something, you know what I mean? Like, and that's us being parents. Us parents have to stand up and put our foot down and discipline. So if our child doesn't want to go somewhere because they don't want to just go, because I could see my daughter right now, if her dad was here, she may not want to go to her dad's house because she just wants to stay home. Okay, I could see that. Stay home, play on the PS4, not want to go anywhere. She don't like going anywhere. And so I could see that. I would be like, you're 16. You need to spend time with your dad. Your dad's a week. It's only 1 week. Go do something with him. Be with him. And then when you come back, you can do what you need to do. You know what I mean? That's where parents have to actually stand up and not allow our teenagers or our kids telling us what to do. Okay? We got to put our foot down. If they don't like it, they don't like it. That's how they learn. That's how they grow. That's how they become better people. And they learn responsibilities. And they learn to respect people. So I thank the Lord above that I don't have that situation. And I'm not going to jinx it, but I'm married now with a child. And if anything ever happened, I don't think it's going to. Still be, if me and Mike ever decided to switch paths, it would be 50-50. It wouldn't be me asking for child support, nothing. It would be 50-50. My daughter needs her father and her mother. That's what the children need. Okay? If they're good parents, they're not getting in trouble. They're not out committing crimes. They're not out doing drugs. They're not out, being stupid, having their children around bad people. Kids need 50-50. They need the parents, both parents. But there are a lot of moms and dads out there, 17, that lie on the other parent. Okay? A lot of moms and dads out there that lie on the other parent. Okay? A lot. And the reason I know that is my mom used to lie on my stepmom and my dad. And I remember that. She would lie and lie, say my stepmom was this, that, she was doing drugs, this, that. No, she wasn't. I was freaking 14, 15. My stepmom had 2 jobs taking care of us. She was doing everything. Oh, she's bad. She's doing this, she's doing that, she's out doing this. She was working 2 freaking jobs, supporting us. She was working at a jail and she was at EMT, and working at a group home, to support us kids. That's one thing I did always stick up for my stepmom, because my mom would always slander. She would always slander my stepmom and then my dad. And so I do know how it is. There are mothers and fathers that slander. And my dad used to slander my mom. My dad used to say my mom was doing stuff too. I knew my mom drank, but he would say my mom was doing some things that she wasn't doing, and she may was, but he didn't care. He would throw her under the bush so fast. He would slander her name all the time too. And that's where there's problems, parents not wanting to get along and slandering the other parent's name. That shouldn't be between the kids. Kids shouldn't be hearing any of that stuff. And if that's the case with this situation too, if the mother or father is telling the child or the teenager or whoever negative things, slandering the other parent, that should stop. That should stop. Okay? It should stop. Us adults should be grown up, mature enough not to go take our problems to our kids. Our problems should not go to our kids. Ever. That is between the 2 parents and the adults. The problems should never go to the kids. So that could be something too, because I'm hearing there could be a mother that was slandering, or a father could be slandering and telling all the problems to the teenagers or the kids, and then the kids going back to the other parent. Okay? That needs to stop. Spirit tell me that needs to stop. Stop telling your kids your problems, your troubles, and then because they're going back to the parent and telling them, and it's no. If you're mature, you're grown up, act your age, you don't need to be telling your kids your problems. Even if I'm hearing something about there could be a parent that's telling their kids their problems that has nothing to do with the parent, but the kids don't need to know about the parents' problems. Kids are supposed to be living their life. Okay? They shouldn't have to worry about the mom or dad's problems or grandparents' problems or what's going on in the household, or if they're paying the bills or not paying the bills. The children shouldn't be worrying about that. Teenagers shouldn't be worrying about that. Nobody should, there's no reason for them to worry. They should be living their life and just enjoying being a kid until they turn 18, and then they have responsibilities and have to pay their bills and do this and do that. They shouldn't have to worry about all the extra stuff, because when they hit 18, they have a lot of stress on their life. You know, they have a lot of things going on. You know, a lot of things going on. Their own problems, their own troubles, their own tribulations, all that. So, I don't know, I really hope this helps somebody. But if you're that parent, that mom or dad that, okay, hold on, I was gonna end this. That mom or dad that's holding the child from the other parent, stop, okay? I just heard too, if you're the grandparent and there's a grandparent or a guardian, okay, foster care, guardian, aunt, uncle, because I just heard that. There could be a grandparent or guardian that is keeping the child away from the parents as well, because there could be something about a guardian or grandparents that have custody, like the full custody or sole custody of the child, and they're talking crap about the child to the mom or dad. Stop, because they're going to be charged too. Okay, something about that too. Okay, because I just heard something about a grandparent has sole custody of a child, and the parent has like visitations or like every other weekend or something like that, and they're keeping it from the child. Or I just heard, wow, see, I just keep channeling and I was going to stop this. Or the mom or dad has visitations or every other weekend, and the grandparents still have custody, and the mom or dad that has the temporary custody or the visitations or the 25%, whatever it is not wanting to give the child back to the parent or the grandparent, you're going to go to jail. Okay? That's what I'm hearing, because I'm hearing something about a grandparent could have got custody because CPS got involved. This is a whole different message, you guys. Holy moly. This is a whole different message. Wow. There's a grandparent that has custody of a child because there was a CPS case, and the mother only has to have visitations or partial time with the kid, and now is not wanting to return the child to the grandparents, and them not want to return the parents to the grandparents. Grandparents are going to take action, call the authorities, and the authorities are going to go to this mother or father's house and remove the kid out of there because they're not supposed to have custody of them. They're supposed to only have visitations for a few hours. I'm hearing something about few hours. Something about it keeps happening over and over. This grandparents letting them have their visitations. They're not bringing them back on time. They're bringing them back hours later or a day later, and it's just ongoing. And there's something happening upside down in this home. The grandparents need to take action. They need to call authorities. Okay? Damn, I feel like that's a whole different message. I have more. I gotta go. My hand's hurting from holding this phone. I love you guys. I hope this helps. Love, peace, light, healing. Namaste.